Let's take a look at the shares of fertilizer producer CF Industries. They've risen nearly 40% since February the 24th when Russia invaded Ukraine. That's amid an expected squeeze in the supply of crop nutrients in the wake of the Ukraine crisis. For more, let's bring in Tony Wilnow, President and Chief Executive Officer at CF Industries Holdings, joins us from Deerfield, Illinois. Tony, thank you very much indeed for your time. First of all, just bring us up to speed with how acute this fertilizer shortage is, how long you think it will last, and what's CF doing to bring more supply to market?
Yeah, good morning, Sri, and thanks for having me. So the issue really has its roots going back about 2 years. Back in 2020, as the COVID pandemic was sweeping the world, most producers were very hesitant to go through normal turnaround and maintenance activities because it requires about 500 contract laborers coming on site. And because of the pathways of infection were not readily known, didn't want to expose our employees to that kind of risk. And so a lot of maintenance got deferred out of 20 into 2021. And then, of course, as we got into 2021, not only did you take all the supply out of the marketplace based on that deferred maintenance, but also there was a couple of extreme weather events in the U.S. So you had Winter Storm Uri, you had Hurricane Ida, and then you saw a dramatic increase in gas costs in both Asia and in Europe that took a lot of additional production off. So you had this huge squeeze on the supply side, exactly at the same time that you saw demand expand pretty radically. So global stocks-to-use ratios were nearing an all-time low for coarse grains. You saw stock prices very high on the grains, and as a result, ag demand was blooming. And then you also saw economic recovery on the back of the pandemic, and so industrial demand stepped up. So we saw this huge growth on the demand side at the exact time that you saw a squeeze on the supply side. And that's only been exacerbated by, of course, the tragic situation in the Ukraine with Russia. So now you've got this confluence of factors that are creating a very short position globally. And we think that this is probably a 2 to 3 year time frame in order to be able to work itself out.